We're back with part 2 of Plains of Abraham. And the first card is British storm Beauport, but are annihilated by the French and their prepared defenses. Huge morale victory for the French. All retreat 1, +2 morale, -1 supply, +1 military. The DRM Beauport is +2 and Townsend is a -1. So all will retreat 1. Townsend's already at 0. This will go back 1. This will go back 1. And Beauport will go back 1. Now my morale, you can see my morale chart up here, will move up 2. 1, 2, moves up to a 5. My supply goes down to 2. My military goes up to 4. So my dice roll modifiers for this particular turn is Beauport +2 and Townsend -1 and Wolfe -1. Since they're all back at the start, I am going to try and increase my supply and increase my military. So need to roll higher than a 2. So for my supply, I rolled a 2, so it didn't work. And I'll try supply again. And I rolled a 5, so my supply moves up. It is now a 3. Moving on to the next card, but that is my 2 turns. Artillery exchange. British are going to fire 6d6. They'll hit on 1 and 2. The French will fire 6d6 and they'll hit on a 1. If the British win, all the French resources will go back 1 and I'll get 1 turn. If I win, +1 on all my resources and 3 turns. So we'll roll the 6d6s for the British first. And they will roll 2 1s and a 2, so they have 3 hits. And the French will roll next. The French will just get 1 hit. So the British win. So all of my resources will go back 1. So military will move from 4 to 3. Supply goes to 2. Morale goes to 4. Now I've added an additional track here. It's called the militia track. And the start of the game, you will get 5 militia points or regiments to send out. And what you would do was just pick 1 and put it somewhere on the map where the British are advancing. And it would stay there and it would add a dice 1 modifier. But once you put that down, your militia will go down. You'll only have 5 to spend. So it's just an extra choice for you to make and a chance to defend, go back a little bit better. So I lost all of those and I only get 1 turn. And I think I did my turn. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Next card. Wolfe bombards Quebec City with artillery blasts from his ships and from Point Levis, destroying the city. 3 Quebec turns. Wolfe, Montcalm, and Townsend all will advance. -1 morale, -1 military, -2 DRM for Wolfe, -1 for Moncton. So they each advance 1. -1 on my morale and -1 on my military. So military goes from 3 to 2. My morale goes from 4 to 3. And I get 3 turns because 3 of them advanced. I think I'll take a shot at Townsend first. And roll on a Townsend is a 1, so it doesn't work. I will try Townsend again. Roll a 2, it did not work. I will try Moncton. And Moncton 3, and with a -1 modifier, it's a 2, so that did not work either. So not a great turn for the French. Next one, Battle of Louisbourg. August of 1759, Louisbourg protects the entrance to the St. Lawrence River. British continually bombard this fort and take control. Advance, there's no movement. -1 to morale, -1 to supply, -1 to military. All the regiments will be -2. So my morale will go from 3 to 2. My supply from 2 to 1. My military from 2 to 1. Now -2 modifier for all of them. I think I'll avoid that and I will just try to... Well, first of all, I am going to try and improve the defense at Quebec. Right now it is a 2. I'm going to try and move it up to a 3. To do that, I need to roll a 2 or higher. I roll a 1. I'll try it again. Roll a 2, so it will stay a 2. So getting some bad rolls here. Next card. General Montcalm, the man in charge of the French, has citizens retreat out of the way of the British artillery fire to safety. Townsend and Moncton each advance, +1 supply, +1 military. Dice roll modifier +1 on Townsend, so I'll probably take advantage of that. So Townsend moves up, Moncton moves up. My supply goes up by 1 from 1 to 2. My military goes from 1 to 2. So I think my first roll is going to be at Townsend. So +1 modifier. Roll a 2 plus a 1 is a 3, so not good enough. Second turn again, I'll go after Townsend. 2 plus 1, again, I don't get it. Oh my. Not a great turn for me either. Next card. British capture the fort. British capture Fort Frontenac in August of 1759. The British now inch closer to Quebec City, taking out defenses as they go. Townsend will advance, Moncton will advance, -1 on all my resources, and the dice roll modifier is -1. So Townsend starts to get close, Moncton starts to get close. My resources, military goes from 2 to 1, supply goes from 2 to 1, my morale goes from 2 to 1. Wow. I think I will try and push Moncton back first of all, and with Moncton I rolled a 3, he's a 2, so there's a -1 modifier, so the 3 minus 1 is 2, so he is not going to be moved back. For my second turn, I'm gonna go after Moncton again. Roll the 4. So 4 minus 1 is a 3, so I do move him back. I need to do something about Townsend. Next card, Wolfe lands at Point Levis. Wolfe lands at Point Levis across from Quebec City and sets up artillery battery. Hammers Quebec City day and night. 3 Quebec turns. Wolfe will move 2. Beauport will move 1. Moncton will move 1. No effect on my resources. Dice roll modifiers, Wolfe, Moncton, and Townsend are all -1. So Wolfe will move 2. That is not good. Beauport will move 1. Sorry, Moncton will move 1. And Beauport will move 1. I think what I will do is I will take a +2 modifier from here and put it down here and adjust my militia. So I'm sending out 2 militia troops, and I think I will also send out 2 more militia troops here. So only have 1 more militia left as Wolfe and Townsend start to get a little bit closer. Now, this turn, as you can see with the blue 3, I will get 3 turns. Usually when the British advance 3 regiments, as they did with Wolfe, Beauport, and Moncton, the French will get 3 turns. First things first, I don't think I will go after Beauport because I have that F4 there. So I will go after Wolfe first. And with Wolfe, I rolled a 6, so he will move back. My second turn, I'll go after Wolfe again, and I don't get it. And Moncton will be next. I rolled a 6, so he will move back. Those are my 3 turns. Next card. British Admiral Charles Saunders led the British fleet of 49 ships, 140 smaller craft. They begin the attack on Quebec City. 3 Quebec turns. Wolfe, Moncton, and Beauport are all moving. My morale will go down 1, so my morale will end up on 0, which means I only get 1 turn. This really hurts. And +1 supply. Dice roll modify Moncton, Beauport, and Wolfe. So if I move my morale back 1, as you can see, that becomes a 0. My supply goes up by 1. So I only get 1 move. Whenever the French get to 0, they only get 1 control move. So I am going to do that one first. I need to raise that to get my 3 turns. So I need 2, or I need higher than a 2. I rolled a 5. So my morale goes up. That is my 1 turn. So I now have my 3 complete turns. And for my 3 complete turns, I think the first one I'm going to go after is Townsend. There's no modifiers on him. And I rolled a 3. I don't get it. I will try him again. And I don't get it. So the luck is turning here. The French are really starting to have issues. Next card. First Nations Militia Skirmish. Montcalm must make a decision. Will you send in your militia and First Nations to surprise attack the British or play it safe? So if I say yes, I go to the skirmish chart, and it's a 50-50% chance of surprising them. If I say no, I can move any British regiment back 1. I think for right now, yeah, let's try it. So we go to the First Nations skirmish chart. So 1 to 3, the British are going to get caught off guard. And that's exactly what I want. And I roll a 2. So the British are surprised. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 6d6. And the French will hit on 1, 2, and 3 because the British are caught off guard. The British will roll 6d6, but they only hit on 1. So there's the effects on the right-hand side and the dice result on the left-hand side. So just to play this out, French will roll 6 dice, and they hit on 1, 2, 3. So they get 3 hits. Now the British will roll, and they get 0. So the British are +3. So for +3, I get to move all the British back 1. So that really paid off for that surprise attack. So each of these will move back 1. And we will go on to card number 2, or deck number 2. First card in deck number 2, First Nations Militia Skirmish Attack. So I have it again. Now, do I take the chance? I think this time I'm not going to send the First Nations and my militia. I am just going to move 1 British regiment back 1, and I will move Townsend back 1. I'll just play it safe for now because that can go sideways if I don't catch the British by surprise. Next card, the Goat Trail. Wolfe's plan of attack is to take... Sorry about that. Wolfe's plan of attack is to take the Goat Trail up, and I think I'm just going to quit. I think I'm running out of power with this video.